In this class I will discuss the second part of the polynomial, that's mean the factor theorem. So the statement of the factor theorem, this one is, if fx be a polynomial of degree n where n is greater than or equal to 0, that's mean the degree, the value of n must be either 1 or the value be more than 1 and a be the any real number, then the first condition is x minus a is a factor of fx if f of a equal to 0. That means either this condition is hold, then we have to say that x minus a is the factor of fx, and the second one is if x minus a is a factor of fx, then we have to say that f of a is the 0. So first one we have to prove the first one. So suppose fx be a polynomial of degree n and here a be the any real number, such that f of a, this one is equal to 0. So condition is f of a is 0. Then we have to prove that x minus a is a factor of fx. Then we have to show that x minus a is a factor of fx. Okay. Now let qx be the quotient fx when it is divided by x minus a. So if x minus a is divided by fx and qx be the quotient, then obviously the remainder is, so remainder be the remainder equal to f of a is the remainder. By remainder theorem you can say that x minus a is the factor of when fx is divided by x minus a, then the remainder must be equal to f of a. So that's why we have to say that the remainder is equal to f of a. So since that this one is the x minus a fx, then this one is the qx and remainder is the f of a. So f of x can be represented as x minus a into qx, that means q of x plus remainder. Now the condition is f of a equal to 0. So in place of f of a we have to put the 0, or f of x, this one equal to x minus a into qx, because this one is 0 since f of a equal to 0. That's why f of x equal to x minus a into qx, which says that x minus a is a factor of fx. So that means this one is the factor of fx. Since that 15 means we can write that 3 into 5. So obviously 3 is the factor of 15. So similarly this one is the 15 equal to 3 into 5. So obviously 3 is the factor of 15. So that's why x minus a is the factor of fx. So this condition hold. First one is the x minus a is the factor of fx if f of a equal to 0. Now the second one. So this one is the convert part. So conversely we can say that the x minus a, here the condition is x minus a is the factor of fx. Conversely let x minus a is a factor of fx. Then we have to show that f of a is equal to 0. Now x minus a is the factor of px. x minus a is the factor of fx. Now x minus a is the factor of fx means we have to we can say that fx when divided by x minus a, then must be remainder equal to 0. Fx, x minus a is the factor of fx, so fx when divided by x minus a, obviously the remainder is the 0. So remainder 0, and by using the remainder theorem, when fx is divided by, x minus a is divided by, when x minus a is divided by fx, then remainder equal to f of a. Here x minus remainder is the 0, and here we can say that remainder is the fa. So that's why we can say that the both values are the same, so that's why f of a equal to 0. And this one is the last part, that's mean the of the remainder theorem. That's mean f of a equal to 0 if x minus a is a factor of fx. So here we consider x minus a is the factor of fx, and we have to say that f of a equal to 0. So this one is the factor theorem, and this one is also the very important theorem. Now let us consider the another example. Factorize this one, x cube minus 23 x square plus 142x minus 120 by using the factor theorem. Okay, so by using the factor theorem means this one is the polynomial. This polynomial x cube minus 23 42x by 1 minus 120. Okay, so at first you have to consider this polynomial as fx. Now by trial and error method we have to find the value of x in which the value of this function equal to 0. So put x equal to 1, that's mean we have to find f of 1. So f of 1, that's mean this one is the 1 cube minus 23 into 1 square 2 into 1 minus 120. That's mean 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. That's mean, and these two value 1 plus 142, that's mean 143 minus this one is also 143. So the value is 0. So f of 1 is equal to 0. So by using the factor theorem we can say that therefore x minus 1 is a factor of fx. Then by using the long division we can find the another factor. So this one is the x minus 1, and this function is given in the decreasing order 3 2 1 then the 0 at the decreasing order. If the function is not given in the decreasing order, then at first we have to write in the decreasing order. Here also the decreasing order, and this function can be written as the decreasing order. So this one is the x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Okay, so here the x and here the x cube, so must be x is multiplied by x square, then this one is the x cube, so here the multiplied by x square, so the value is this one is the x cube minus x square. And similarly we have to subtract, that's mean the plus sign minus and minus sign plus, so this value cancelled. Now minus 23 plus x minus 23x square plus x square, that's mean minus 22x square, then 142x minus 120. Okay, so here the x, here the minus 22x square, so obviously minus 22x we have to multiply it by x, so then this one is the minus 22x square plus 22x, then again we have to subtract this one minus this one plus, cancelled. This one is the 142x minus 22x, so the value is 120x minus 120. Then obviously x, here the x, and here the 120x obviously multiplied multiplied by 120. So 120x minus this one is the 120. 120 minus 1, this one is the minus 120, so this one is cancelled because this one is the minus and plus, so remainder is 0. That's mean this function can be represented as, or this polynomial, x minus 1 into x square minus 22x plus 120. So that's why fx can be represented as x minus 1 into x square minus 22x plus 120. Now we have to factorize this one by using the middle term factor. Now 120. So find the two factors having their sum is 22. Two factors of 120 that such that sum of these two factors is 22. So 120 can be represented as 12 into 10, and the sum of these 12 and 10 is 22. So that's why minus 22, that's mean the minus 12 and minus 10. So minus 12x minus 10x plus 120. Then we have to take the common. Here the two terms, x is the common, then x minus 12, and here the minus 10 will be common. That's mean this one is the x minus 12. So the x minus 1 into x minus 12, here the x minus 12 is common, and the remaining is x minus 10. So that's mean the given polynomial, this one is the x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120 can be represented as x minus 1 into x minus 12 into x minus 10. Okay, sum. Find the value of a. Here a is unknown some quantity in which x minus 4 is the factor of this. The polynomial is given. So at first given polynomial can be represented as fx. Let fx equal to 5x cube minus 7x square minus ax minus 28. Now since x minus 4 is a factor of fx, so that's why remainder is must be 0. Remainder must be 0. If x minus a is the factor of fx, then what is the remainder? Remainder is the x minus a. Sorry, x minus a is the remainder of fx. That's mean the remainder is the f of a. Here the x minus 4. So x minus 4 means in place of a we have to put 4. So that's why remainder is the f of 4. So f of 4 is equal to 0. When x minus a is divided is a factor of fx, then what is the remainder? Remainder is f of a. So here the a and 4 both are same. So that's why this one is the f of 4. So f of 4 must be 0. Okay. So what is the value of f of 4? F of 4 means in place of x we have to put the value 4. So f of 4 equal to 0. Now f of 4 equal to 0. F of 4 means 5 into 4 cube minus 7 into 4 square minus a into 4 minus 28. This one is equal to 0. So 4 cube means 64. 4 into 4 16. 16 into 4 64. So 64 into 5. So 64 into 5, that means this one is the 320. Minus 4 into 4 16. 16 into 7. So that means this one is the 112. Minus 4a into 4 4a minus 28. This one is equal to 0. Now 320 minus 112. So this one is 208 minus 4a minus 28. This one is equal to 0. 208 minus 28, that's mean 180. The minus 4a, this one is equal to 0. So 4a, this one is equal to 180. So the value of a equal to 180 by 4. Now simplify these two value. 4 4 is 16, 2 20, that means 4 into 5. So the value of a equal to 45. We have to find the value of a, and the value of a is the 45. Okay. Now we consider the second example. And in this second example, in the first example, we have to discuss the only one value, that's mean the only one constant value. This one is the a. Now here we have to find the two value a and b. Find the two value a and b. If x minus 4 is the factor of the polynomial fx, here fx is not given till now, and 5 is the remainder when the polynomial fx is divided by x plus 1, and the polynomial is given here fx equal to 5x cube minus 7x square minus ax plus b. So first condition is x minus 4 is the factor of fx. Since x minus 4 is a factor of fx, so f of 4 must be equal to 0, and the polynomial is given, so that's mean 5 into 4 cube minus 7 into 4 square minus 4a plus b, this one is equal to 0. 5 into 4 cube, that's mean 4 the 16 into 4 64, 64 into 5, so that's mean this one is the 320, minus 7 into 4 square, that's mean this one is the 16 into 7, so the 112, minus 4a plus b, this one equal to 0. So 320 minus 112, that's mean the value is the 208. So 208 minus 4a plus b, this one is equal to 0. Now we consider this one is the number 1, and here the two variables a and b is given, that's why we have to consider this one is the number 1 equation. And 5 is the remainder when the polynomial fx is divided by x plus 1. So when fx is divided by x plus 1, then the remainder is the f of minus 1. When divided by x plus 1, then remainder equal to f of minus 1. Here the x plus 1 means we have to write x minus minus 1. Okay, x plus 1 means x minus minus 1. So here the minus 1, x minus a means minus 1. So that's why this one is the f of minus 1. And remainder is f of minus 1, and the given question 5 is the remainder. That's why we have to say that f of minus 1, this one is equal to 5. Now consider the function 5x cube. So 5 into minus 1 whole cube minus 7 into minus 1 whole square minus a into minus 1 plus b, this one is equal to 5. So here the minus 5 minus 7 into minus 1 whole square means plus 1, so minus 7, then the minus plus a plus b, this one equal to 5. Now this 5 goes to the left hand side, then minus 7 minus 5, so the value is that minus 12 plus a plus b equal to 5. Now this 5, so minus 12 plus a plus b minus 5, this one is equal to 0. Now minus 12 and minus 5, so the value is minus 17 plus a plus b, this one equal to 0, and this one is the number 2. Now we have to solve number 1 and number 2, and we have to find the value of a and b. So first one, consider that if you subtract these two, one here also the b, here also the b, so the same number but the and same sign. So if you subtract this, then the b is cancelled. So subtract 1 from 2, then we get minus 17 plus a plus b, this one equal to 0, and this one is the 208 minus 4a plus b, this one equal to 0, and to subtract, that's why this one is the minus sign, this one is the plus sign, this one is the minus sign. So b cancelled. Now this one is the plus 5a, and this one is the 8 plus 7 5, 15, 2 and 2, this one equal to 0. So we can say that 5a, this one equal to 225. So the value of a is the 225 divided by 5. 5 into 4 and 5. So the value of a is the 45. Now we have to find the value of b. by the putting the value of a equal to 45 in either the equation 1 or the equation 2. You can choose any one. Put a equal to 45 in number 2. Okay, so here the number 2 equation, that's been the minus 17 plus the value of b is the 45 plus b, this one equal to 0. Now minus 17 plus 45, that's mean this one is the 28 plus b, this one equal to 0. So the value of b is the minus 28. So we have to find the value of a and b. So the value of a is the 45, here the value of a is the 45 and the value of b is the minus 28. So by using the factor theorem, here the two types of the problem, either we have to find the only one variable, that's mean this one is the first one, this problem, and if you consider the, if you have to find the two value, that's mean the value of a and b, the second part. Now this one is the very important identity, and everyone remember this 10 identities. First one is the x plus 1 whole square. This one is everyone, I think everyone know, x square plus 2xy plus y square. X plus y whole square, that's mean the x square plus 2xy plus y square. Second one is also the simple, x minus y whole square, that's mean x square minus 2xy plus y square. Number 3, this one is the x square minus y square. This one is the x plus y into x minus y. Okay. Number 4, this one is also I think everyone know, x plus a into x plus b. So this one is the x square, this one is the x square plus a plus b into x, a plus b into x plus product a into b. Number 5, x plus y plus z whole square. This one is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. Now the number 6, x plus y whole cube. X plus y whole cube means x cube plus y cube plus 3xy into x plus y. And the another form of x plus y whole cube, this one is x cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square plus y cube. Number 7, this one is the x minus y whole cube. X minus y whole cube means x cube minus y cube minus 3xy into x minus y. And the another form is x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube. Now since that in this question number, number 6 and 7, here the plus. So that's mean all the signs are plus. All the sign is plus. And here the minus, x minus y. So here here also the except x, that's mean the first term, others all the sums is negative. Here the minus, here the minus, here also the minus. And the last form, here the alternate sign, here the plus, here minus, plus, minus. Everyone remember the term 3x square y, this one is the negative term, 3xy square, this one is the positive term. If you write 3xy square and write the negative sign, then this one is the wrong. So x cube minus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus y cube. Number 8, this one is the very important. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. X cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. This one is the x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. X plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. Number 9, x cube plus y cube, this one equal to x plus y into x square minus xy plus y square. And x cube minus y cube, this one is the x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. Now everyone remember these 10 identities, algebraic identities, and it is very important for the class 9 and class 10 also. Now by using these identities, I will discuss some factorization, and the factorization is first one is the 27y cube plus 125z cube. So he has seen that y cube, here also z cube. So at first we have to write 27y cube as a number whole cube. So 27 means this one is the 3 cube. So 3 and y whole cube. 3y whole cube, that means 27y cube. Now 125. 125 means 5 cube. So that's why this one is the 5z whole cube. So that's mean this one is the 3y cube plus 5z whole cube. So that's mean this one is the a and this one is the b. So a cube plus b cube. or you can write, say that this one is the x and this one is the y, x cube plus y cube. By using the identity number 9, this one is the x plus y into x plus y. So x means 3y plus y means 5z, first one, and this one is the second. So x plus y, this one into x square. X square means 3y whole square. Then the minus sign, so minus 3y into 5z. Okay, then 5z whole cube. Sorry, whole square. Whole square. Then this one is the 3y plus 5z. This one into 3y whole square, that means the 9y square, minus 3 into 5, 15, so 15yz, plus 5z square, that means 5 into 5, 25, so 25z square. And this one is the factorization of the given expression 27y cube plus 125z cube. This one is the 3y plus 5z into 9y square minus 15yz plus 25z square. Now the second one. Second one is 64m cube. 64 means 4 cube. So 4m whole cube minus 343n cube. 343 is the cube root of, cube of 7. So 7 cube, that means 7n whole cube. So 4m cube minus 7n cube. So this one is the x and this one is the y. So x cube minus y cube. By identity number 10, x cube minus y cube, this one is the x minus y. X minus y means 4m minus 7n. X minus y into x square. X square means 4m whole square. Then the plus xy. So plus means 4m into 7n. xy plus y square. Y square means 7l n whole square. So that means this one is the 4m minus 7n into 4m. 4m square means 16m square plus 4 into 7, 28. 7 for the 28 mn. Then 7n square. 7n square means 49n square. 7 into 7, 49. So 49n square. So this one is the factorization of the second example. That means 64m cube minus 343n cube. This mean, that's mean 4m minus 7n into 16m square plus 28mn plus 49n square. And the last one is 27x cube. 27x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 9xyz. So 27 means 27 is the 3 cube, that means 3x whole cube. Then y cube means y whole cube plus z cube means z whole cube. Now everyone seen the identity number 8. In identity number 8, this one is the x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. Okay, so here the x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz means 3 into 3x into y into z. Then seen that 3 into 3, 9 xyz. So here the 9 xyz. Now we consider this one is the x, this one is the y, this one is the z. So x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz. So the formula is, or the identity is, x plus y plus z. So x plus y plus z means, so that means this one is the x. X means 3x plus y plus z. So identity, this one is the x plus y plus z. Then into x square. X square means 3x whole square plus y square. Y square means as it is y square plus z square. Then the minus xy. Minus xy means 3x into y minus yz, y and z minus zx, z into 3x. So that means this one is the 3x plus y plus z. Now we have to solve this one. 3x whole square means 9x square plus y square plus z square minus 3xy minus yz minus here the 3zx. So this one is the factorization of 27x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 9xyz. So this one is equal to 3x plus y plus z into whole into 9x square plus y square plus z square minus 3xy minus yz minus 3zx. Okay, this one is the 3zx. So thank you.